So it was basically thrown out there the other day that Sony has confirmed a price increase. Now, if you recall, they were talking about this about a month ago where basically they were hinting the idea of it. They gave some kind of like some corporate BS response about how like it's not something we're looking into now, blah blah blah, but like basically saying that it's still on the table, right? Like they're considering it. Just kind of spinning it up in some, like I said, some corporate, BS response. But if we take a look here, it was confirmed, as I said before, and this first article, because I'm going to show another one here in a second, but this one comes from CNBC. You can even see the title here: Sony hikes the price of its PlayStation 5 console because of soaring inflation. So we'll just skip down here because they have a list of all the different areas that this is going to affect worldwide. So you can see like here in Europe, UK, Japan, China, Australia, Mexico, and Canada. So you can see it's all right here. I'll have a link to this article in the description so you can check it out for yourself. But this is kind of a big deal because like all of these regions are going to be affected, and it's also worth noting that in Japan this is going to start there as well, but like not immediately. All the other ones aside from Japan, they're going to start immediately. It's effective now. But Japan, I believe it was in September 15th. Yes, right here. So yeah, that'll begin on September 15th right there. So I don't know why that is, but we know that it's gonna follow with all the other ones here too. The only one that this isn't really affecting is us, the people that live here in the US. For me, I live in the US, and this isn't going to affect me, at least right now, or anybody else who is still on the hunt for PS5. I'm still kind of 50-50 on it, to be perfectly honest with you. The only reason I say that is because and I guess I'll get to that part last actually. The thing I want to point out real quick here because this was really funny. This one comes from IGN. Microsoft actually confirmed that basically taking a little jab at Sony, saying that Microsoft has no price increase planned for the Xbox Series X and S. There's no increase happening at all. They wanted to reassure that everybody who wants to get one of the next gen consoles, Microsoft is keeping it the same. And that's not just here in the States, but like everywhere else. It's going to be the same. So there's no worry of that. And it's kind of funny too, because for two reasons. One, it's just that one little chance to like just give Sony a little jab in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of it, because let's face it, they're in competition with each other, and this is kind of a good thing for them. Do I really think it's going to like make that big of a deal in the long run? Maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say at this point, but even a small increase like that can really make people think like, "Whoa, wait a minute. You're telling me that this price, like let's just keep it simple, like let's just say if it was coming out here in the States, you're going to increase the price like what, $50 or something? That's bullshit, because with that kind of money, you can actually get, not that most games are that price, because some of the games for the PS5 are like 60 and like even $70. But like you could use it to, buy into the whole subscription thing. You could use it to maybe put it towards an extra accessory or something like that. An extra, hell, even a controller is not even $50 anymore. That shit costs more. But still, you see what I'm saying? That little bit is going to slow down anyone's thought of like, well, I kind of wanted to get a PS5, but now with this, and then on top of that, because people are already thinking that like with all the games you got to buy or however many they want to spend on, extra accessories, which is where most companies make the most money from, not just hardware sales, like the console, but like extra controllers, charging stations, etc. But like, yeah, it's gonna really, just make people think like, wait a minute, but Microsoft's console is still priced the same. Like, what? It's just funny to me. But and then the second reason is that like, for Microsoft, let's be real, they've got money, dude. They have way more money than Sony does. They don't have to worry about like losing money on this stuff. Like, because with the OG Xbox, they didn't really make much of a profit there. I think now that I realize, I don't think that any of the consoles have made a bit of a profit for that Xbox brand. I think the only thing that's really helping them so far is the whole service, the Game Pass thing that they currently have out now. It's not going to affect them. Because also, let's look back to like when they bought Bethesda. That was like in the billions, right? I think it was like 6 or 7 or something like that. But then the biggest one that's currently going through right now with the Blizzard or Activision Blizzard, excuse me, acquiring that gaming studio, Blizzard Activision. Microsoft shoveled out $68.7 billion with a B. Like, that is crazy. That's no small amount of change right there, man. That's a big amount of money. Like, no one, not even Sony, could scoop them up for that much. They had recently acquired Bungie, but it wasn't even the same as what Microsoft got Bethesda for. My point being is that Microsoft, they don't have to worry. They don't have to worry at all. So for them to, say something like this is definitely in their best interest because one, they're hoping to sell more consoles, and two, they're hoping to get more people to get their subscription because that apparently is working out very well for them. Now, the last thing I want to say here is that I hope that at least now anyways, I know that we're good here in the States anyways. As I said before, it's not affecting the States, at least not yet. I actually predict that if this is a thing that's happening worldwide at the moment now, I gotta wonder if this is actually eventually going to hit us. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's only a matter of time, and if it does, I hope that either one, I have a PS5 by that point in time, or two, if I don't have one, my thing is that I really hope that Sony is working hard on a PC app, much like Steam and Epic and all that stuff. Like, I'm really hoping that they put their own little app out there for PC because, and I had talked about this in another video too, where basically Sony is considering, because there was some evidence in the new Spider-Man game that was on Steam recently, but I really do hope that they make their own because, again, they got a lot of games to work with, whether it's PS4, PS5, and even some upcoming ones. If they can put those side by side with the PS5, right? Like on PC, side by side with the PS5. If they can do that, I'm for that because then I won't even bother getting a new console. I won't even bother getting a PS5. I will definitely make a whole new username for this, whatever I got to do. Like, I will pay money to buy those games on that service, even though I don't want to have another service on my PC, but I will do it if that means the price increases here in the States, like it finally catches up here and, say it goes up like $50 or so, or even $100. I know that's a bit excessive, but like, you got to think like that's still an extra $50 to $100 extra that I don't have to pay for. I would much rather just spend the money on the games and have it work on my gaming PC. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, that's it. Sony is planning to do this. It's already effective now. Japan's going to be seeing this on September 15th, and who knows if it's going to affect the States, but I really do hope that Sony is working on that PC app like everybody's been talking about. And it's just funny how Microsoft was taking a little jab at them for it. So that's pretty funny. But what are your guys' thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.